Oh my god.
We're live?
Episode
We're live.
27.
We're already
27.
live? Oh shit.
No,
Oh
yeah, that quick.
shit. You
Oh,
thought we were
can I
just
Hello,
recording just us?
hello.
can I swear? Am I allowed to
Yes,
swear? I
you
didn't
can. It's
ask.
not a
Yes,
Okay.
yes, you
Minecraft
can. This is
server.
an
You're good.
explicit podcast.
All right.
Oh, okay, well, maybe not that explicit, but we are.
I was about to say after
Yeah,
hours.
no. Yeah, podcast after hours? Nah, that's Toku House Party, not us.
Right?
Yeah, for real.
Oh my god. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Henshins and Homies. We're your hosts, Frankie and Zachary, and today we are joined by a special, lovely guest, Mr. Christian Antoine. Hello.
The legendary,
Hello.
the magnanimous,
Hi. How are
This
The
man right
beautiful,
here,
the
who is
majestic.
also the host of his own podcast. If you're not subscribed to it, I'm going to make a little reference to it. The last episode where they had Pronghorn Jam on there talking about him, how much I love him. If you're not subscribed to it, you're a bitch. I'm just going to say it right now, just like
my
Knox
man?
said.
My man.
Mm.
Yo, my
He
man.
said that with his chest.
Yeah,
Just saying.
man.
I'm just saying. It's an awesome
All right.
podcast.
I was about to say you're talking like us. Like I thought I'm runaway right now.
You're gonna lost it. I was watching it on the way to work. But Hannah, my wife had taken the kids to she was the one that took them to daycare that day. So
Yeah.
I was just on my way to work. I'm like, I'll watch something. I threw it on. And I got to that part. And I was like,
Yeah.
I was like losing it. It was a good episode.
Yeah, that was a good
man.
episode. Jem is great.
But
I
he
love
does
Jem
that.
so
He
much.
does his own content. Christian does on his channel about Power Rangers, Kamen Rider, Super Sentai. His most recent Kamen Rider video influenced some of the topic we're going to talk about tonight. Actually.
Yes, yes.
He had a video talking about if you watch Kamen Rider, can that make you a good person? And we're going to talk about with our topic tonight, eventually, once we do the Henshin Huddle, we'll get there in a minute, is how heroics are presented in Tokusatsu. Good ways, bad ways, through storylines, characters, what have you. It's kind of a broad topic, but I think it'll be fun. And then the second one, which is a super fun topic. Yeah, no, the little ticker.
Yeah.
Don't you love it?
Oh my God.
We got the
Isn't that
little-
cool?
yeah.
What
Isn't
is
it cool?
this?
Your point, look,
Yeah,
you can like touch it. Look.
Yeah, make it.
He's like,
Put
his
my hand
hands
on
are
it.
moving as it moves along.
What's up?
He just
Second
drags him
topic
off screen.
is favorite first episodes Toku. It can be Power Ranger first episodes, Sentai Rider, Metal Heroes, whatever. It doesn't really matter. So it's going to be a good time. But we have something special to throw at you guys. We've been cooking, mainly Frankie's been cooking, on this
No,
amazing
we. It's a we.
intro graphic here for the Henshin Huddle, which we're going to go into right now. Roll it.
We here in the Henshin Huddle corner, talking about whatever we're gonna talk about.
Yes.
Yes, but expect more graphics like this to come in the future. We are kind of updating the channel a little bit to make it a lot
Adding
more
on to the
spicy, a lot
production value.
fun, with the intros and stuff like that. So just stay tuned for that. I'm working hard on creating that kind of content for you guys, just so we can have a lot more, just fun here on the podcast and just have a grand old time.
Makes
So
it
Zachary,
dynamic.
John Tully himself on. I'm just saying. Anyway.
no, yeah, maybe one day, maybe.
Yes. First thing, we're going to talk about two positives and one sort of a mixture of emotions with it. We'll get there. The first one I want to talk about makes me super excited. The Ultraman Zet English dub. This is super cool. I had no idea it was going to be a thing, and it was just like boom. So we have playing. I think his name is Haruki. Haruki is the host of Zet, the human host. So doing his voice is Zeno Robinson, who is known for many different anime voices. He's recently going to be doing Tai in the Digimon Adventure 2020 reboot as the voice of that. His English voice, and he's many different roles. He knows his stuff. He even I believe the actor for actual Haruki or somebody connected to Ultraman straight tweeted to him about it, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm so excited. Thank you. Oh my god, I watched the show." And so he knows his stuff, and that's really cool to see. Not only someone who takes it seriously being a voice actor, but someone who takes it seriously being a voice actor and is a fan of the stuff. It's what dreams are made of. So it makes me really happy. I don't know the other person that's playing the actual Ultraman voice, Matt Shipman. I know I've heard the name before, but I don't know a lot of his roles. But I know he's done a lot of really good work. But yeah, it's a full English dub cast for the whole show. It's just another way for people to be able to watch Ultraman, be able to watch Tokusatsu. It's another little window in. If you don't want to read, if reading is boring, you can just listen to the English voices. At first, before I knew who was involved with it, before I read any farther, I was worried because all that's in my head, burned into my brain, is that awful 4Kids Ultraman Tiga. And it was so garbage. And they've even come out and said that they didn't try very hard because they didn't really know what they're doing or care. So I was worried. But this seems like there's a lot of extra effort going in. So that makes me very, very happy about it. What do you think about it, Christian? I don't know if you watch a lot of Ultraman, if you have before. Or...
I don't watch a ton of Ultraman. I'm a little less of an Ultraman fan as I am about the other shows, but I do like Ultraman a lot. I just like the idea of anything that sort of allows more ease of access to people.
Yes.
You know, anything that just sort
bridges
of
that gap. Yes,
exactly. Like it's really hard to take that dive into Toku, and I feel like a lot of the reason. There's a few other reasons, but one big thing as to why we're not to where like some like anime is at or other things is like
yes,
there are no dubs, and that's like a huge thing for some people. I know a lot of people who watch these type of shows are hard up on like having subs and stuff like that.
Yeah,
but it for other people it's a turn off, man, just not having dubs. So like something like this is just it's huge. It's freaking huge, and it's a step in the right direction. Yeah,
I absolutely agree. Like we mentioned this a couple episodes ago, how Ultraman is strides ahead of Kamen Rider or Super Sentai when it comes to appealing to the Western audience. They distribute their content on YouTube. They got the Blu-ray. They got anything. They were streaming the Ultraman movies in U.S. theaters.
Shin Ultraman was
recently,
which only had also reminds release and a dub release, both.
Right,
it wasn't just one or the other. So
you don't really get that kind of stuff with Tokusatsu toy properties, and it's like they're on their way. I like to believe like they're definitely starting to appeal more to Western audiences because of their efforts of just stuff like the Blu-ray releases of 01 and Kuga. Like they're starting to ease their way into the Western audience, but it's not really there as much as Ultraman. So having a whole English dub is huge for someone who wants to get into Ultraman but just feels a little intimidated by the Japanese actors, not actors, sorry, but like the
Japanese aspect of it. It might be a lot.
Right.
So,
yeah.
Yes.
So it's like it's easier to like get into because they're speaking English.
Yeah.
No, totally.
So very exciting. Very, very good stuff. Very happy about that. Second happy point. Oh my God. I was literally in the theater before Super Mario Brothers started watching it with my kids, where I saw the update that there is a random date attached to Shin Kamen Rider in the U.S.
What?
AMC theaters. Yes.
Did you know?
May 31st.
I didn't know about
that? Oh my God.
Yeah.
When is it?
Shin Ultraman.
So
sorry, Shin
Kamen
Rider is coming.
Shin Kamen Rider. I apologize. Shin Kamen Rider. It's getting apparently a U.S. release. There's no show times available yet. Like none are up for any tickets. I don't think, as far as I know at this point. Maybe I'm wrong. But yeah, it showed May 31st. So
May 31st.
Yeah,
which
so
puts it right into like
it's
Memorial
a 2 hour
Day
and 15
weekend
minute
type,
film.
And
it's coming out May 31st in 2023 in
15 minutes?
AMC theaters.
Holy fuck! That's
we sit through 3-hour Marvel movies.
Bro, no, I'm happy.
We can sit through the Shin Kamen Rider. I'm gonna be in my seat. I'm gonna be in my seat, all comfy, watching that. Like with my popcorn, I'm like, yeah, I'm watching Kamen Rider in American theaters. Come on now,
U.S. soil.
This is what I mean. Yeah, like an eagle
like,
sound effect, please.
Oh my God, I'm so excited about it because I've talked about him before. My good friend Tyler, who's my best man in my wedding, is my best friend in real life. I've slowly gotten him into this world. Right? He bought the 01 release. He's yet to watch it. He likes to collect movies and stuff. So
I love how you said that. He's yet to watch it.
It's like an ongoing joke. I'm like,
there.
You want 01? He's like, yeah, totally. And he'll send me some random gift of some other season. I'm like, stop. You haven't watched it.
Caught red-handed.
But anyway,
Damn.
I sent him the trailer. I said, you need to just watch this, no context. He looked at the trailer and he goes, we're seeing this as soon as it comes to U.S. if it does. I was like, absolutely, please.
And
oh my
it
God,
did.
And it did.
And it did. And can I be honest? Like, I think we even predicted this a little bit. Did we? I feel like we predicted this in an episode where we're like, oh, Shin Ultraman did so well in theaters that they're definitely going to continue to do that for
I just
other
think it'd be
films.
so quick. Of a thing, and it doesn't look edited. The
it's
picture
good that they're taking
anyway. It's just the
advantage of
AMC
this.
website, the AMC Theaters website. So, unfortunately, some people don't live maybe anywhere near an AMC theater, so that kind of sucks. But a lot of people do, or maybe can. And even if not, Shin Ultraman, even though it had its release like it did, as far as I know, I heard Squall and a few people saying you can already start to pre-order the Blu-ray release for it with like
There you
subtitles.
go. There
So
you
who
go.
knows?
And
I
remember,
hope that
like,
that's what happens.
this is only the first step into what may be a bright future for Kamen Rider
Yes.
in Western
Yes.
in Western theaters
Yes.
or in Western stores.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's huge.
I can't stress it enough. I can't beg people enough. Even if you know nothing about Tokusatsu, even if you do and you're not a fan of Rider, please, please, please try to go see it, even if you don't, because it's going to allow the other stuff you do like to come here, like more Ultraman, like more Super Sentai, whatever it is. It's going to open those floodgates when they see
Shin
the money
Super
is there.
Sentai 2027.
Dude, Shin Go Ranger is going to
Keep an
go
eye
so
on it.
hard.
Crazy.
Man. All right, and
But
to
yeah.
our last topic of the Henshin Huddle.
Jesus Christ. So it's a pretty simple thing. It's cut and dry like this. Guess what? Basically 100 billion% confirmed that, by the way, a fictional character, let's just leave it there for a second here, of Popular Oger, or Rita from King Oger, is a they/them gender non-binary. That's the end of it. There is no discussion on this. That's what it is. People now can have representation of that. I have, as a man, many representations throughout Sentai and Rider of male characters, male heroes, blah, 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 female heroes. We don't get this for people that don't identify that way. And now we do. And it's really important, and people need to stop acting like, blah, 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 but what's their gender? Why do you care so much? Just stop it. Just stop it. Ranger Wiki had this whole big, huge debacle where they weren't doing things the right way, and they tried having this stupid damage control apology. Did you guys read that? It was such garbage. It was the most
I didn't read it, but
damage
I
control,
feel like
fake
with the wiki we've
politician
been talking about the
response
wiki
ever.
recently.
It was a lot of
Yeah.
excuses. It was a lot of excuses.
Oh my God, we try to be as blah, blah, blah. No, you don't. Just say you have people on staff that are awful humans, and you maybe want to change it. I don't know, but just be upfront about it. Like, be honest about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We already know the truth. So there it is. It's just that simple. I don't want to dwell on it any longer than that. They get the representation, they, them. And you know what? Rita actually identifies as Your Majesty. So
Right. I've been calling them that. I'm like, Your Majesty.
Right?
I love
And
when Rita screams too.
Yes,
They're
I
amazing.
love that in universe. The reason as to why that they identify the way they do is because to Rita, the law itself doesn't go either way. Gender is not biased in any way. So they themselves also are not biased in any way in how they identify. It's a little clunky, but it's a step in the right direction and a long time coming. So very happy about
it. And I'm also going to link Hawkey's video on this topic, just because he explains it very well. If he goes more into detail about this situation, but overall,
he gets quite emotional with it, and he's really in depth. I was there for the stream, and he was really good about it. People in the comments or in the chat were being a little silly, focusing on the stupid fucking plushie thing. I was like, guys, come on, let's bring the focus back to the serious topic here. The plushie P Bandai, yes, put the P Bandai things away. Hold on, let's focus on what's important. So, yeah.
So yeah, there you go. Check out that video in the link. What in the description? All right. Well,
there's a link in the description. I mean,
I know. I just said it a little funny. I'm a little bit of a funny guy. All right.
He is a funny guy.
So now we're back.
I like the snap.
Whoa! And it snapped the background. Whoa!
Outro coming soon. We'll get a little outro for the Henshin Huddle, but for now, I'm Thanos.
Oh my God, I'm threatened.
You guys like float away. All right, so today's first topic is going to be about how heroics are portrayed in Tokusatsu shows. And this topic was heavily inspired by a video that you recently made, Christian Antoine. You know, it was a very well, in-depth video of just describing how superheroes and the superheroes that we watch in these Tokusatsu shows have like these morals that they're trying to teach and display and just overall try to, influence the people who watch, these shows. It doesn't even matter if you're young or older. Like, these heroes have these moral principles that honestly everyone should adopt.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And and we wanted to go into like what those moral principles are and why people should adopt them.
Sure. Yeah. So, Christian, I wanted you to kind of start. So, with that video, by the way, I got quite fucking emotional watching it. Like, there was a couple of times I was like a little choked up because I could tell how just real and fucking and raw you were being about it.
Yeah.
And that made me so happy because we don't always get that with the content we make about this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You know, there's a review here, this episode here, review this toy here, blah, blah, blah. Here and there, we kind of get it. We're more analytical for the most part with what we talk about. But you put some actual emotion and real world depth into it.
Right.
And that,
Yeah.
that must have like taken a lot to like it's pretty brave, and I'm pretty proud of you for doing it. So
Yeah, it's just a topic that means a lot to me. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, these are like I feel like if you watch these shows and you don't get anything out of it, I'm surprised. You know what I mean?
Right,
'Cause
right.
you very much walk away with this sort of sense of like, you know, they are trying to teach you something, and you know, you look up to them as like a kid. Because I don't know about you, I've been watching these shows. I've been watching Superhero Time since I was like 9.
right.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
It's been a minute. That was in 2009. I started watching Superhero Time.
Yeah.
And you know, I've grown up watching this stuff, and so like I feel very influenced by it. You know,
Mm.
and I feel like
Yeah.
that's something that a lot of people could relate to. I assume, or
Mhm.
at least
I
I
can
hope.
relate to
Like
it.
it's
Absolutely.
yeah, it's just it's like it just means a lot to me. You know, because
Mhm.
they're just so they're so focused on like these morals and like being whatever it is that they're trying to be,
Mhm.
and it's like it just means a lot to me. So I just wanted to like point out some like key
Yeah.
moments that like I really resonated with me like as a kid and sort of affected my mindset on things growing up
Mhm.
and stuff like that. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, yeah. I think that's a really good point. I think that I definitely got a lot out of that. Clearly, there's a little bit of age difference between me, you, and Frankie because 2009, I was not 9 years old.
Yeah.
But that's okay. But I at that time was around that time when I was like starting to understand like what is Tokusatsu and blah blah blah, and it was more
Mhm.
around the time of like Gokaiger and going forward that I started
Yeah.
really getting into it. But even then, even though I had already been through development and things and stuff through like high school and growing up, it still helped me. Like, I mean, shit, I've been watching this long enough. I'm married, I have 2 kids, and I still get like this childlike excitement about it.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like I geek out about the silliest things and little character interactions and transformations and whatever. And like you said, at the heart of it, it's these lessons that they're trying to give. This whole thing about this whole idea of like protecting smiles. It comes up all the time in Rider, all the time in Sentai.
Yeah.
And I think it really hit for me. And I think it hit so hard even in like where I'm at with like my job and stuff. Like my job right now is my favorite job I've ever had my whole life. It's so fulfilling because I can kind of do that. I've been
Yeah.
stuck in retail hell like my whole life, and it was just
Mhm.
draining. Jumped away from that, went into what I do now, where a bit essentially I help like mentally ill and disabled people get out into the community and do things and do outings and like interact and learn skills. And I see the smiles on their face. I see them laugh when they see me and be excited to see me, and it feels great. And you know, like, yeah, I'm not out there transforming like, you know, Kamen Rider Ichigo and punching a Nazi in the face.
But you're
But I
a real
feel
life
like I'm on
hero.
the same team.
You're
Yeah.
a real life hero.
Like, and it's so cool to do that.
No.
And like, I know people that may not have the same job or whatever, and that's okay. And like, you have your little moments where you make someone smile. That's really important. It's really tiny, but it's really important. And
Yeah.
even past just protecting a smile, protecting the space to be able to smile is a really
Mhm.
important thing too. And I think
Yeah.
that's just a really big part of it and why I enjoy what I do. Because, like I said, yeah, I'm not going out there and kicking ass on my own physically, but I'm in some way helping people be happy just the same way that the heroes do.
Yeah,
you know?
man, you're a part of the cause. Like,
Yeah.
absolutely. No,
Yeah,
100%.
exactly.
So I think that's definitely the influence it's had on me anyway. So
No, that's
take it
awesome.
away, Frankie.
For sure, Zach. Like, first of all, I just want to say thank you for everything that you do, Zach. Just for people out there who may not be able to do it themselves, you give them that voice, that power, that resource for them to be able to do stuff that they couldn't have done before. And it's not easy.
Mm-mm.
It's not easy to do something like that. So it's really admirable to have someone like you be my co-host, and just spreading out kind and smiles. It's a lot. It's a lot for me.
Everybody's happy.
I'm just so grateful. I'm so grateful to be your friend.
I was about to say, it's really
Um,
sweet, man. That is, it's really dope.
Absolutely.
What you do is
Yeah.
dope. You should be proud of yourself.
And I look up to a lot of people, like people who work in the forces, like firemen, policemen, like that. Some policemen who put their lives on the line to help others, and to just get people to where they need to be. It's not always that straightforward in life to just do something. You always need that support. And I
Right.
feel like with Kamen Rider, they make sure to like, what's the word? They make sure
Emphasize
to
that.
emphasize that. Thank you. I was looking for the word.
It's
Emphasize
okay.
that
I had it right here.
in their shows. Now, the youngest of all of us, like I was, what was I? I was 4. I was 4 in 2009. I don't even think
Cool.
oh, actually, no. It was around this time actually that I started to watch Power Rangers. Um, Samurai of all seasons, and it was well, at the time I didn't really look at Samurai as like, you know, a bad season. In
Frankie, are you
fact, I
saying that you
love
weren't able to
Samurai.
critically analyze it at that age?
At 4 years old, I have like my toy computer. I'm like, guys, Samurai. What is this Red Ranger? No, but I was enjoying Samurai for what it was because it was just colorful people fighting other colorful people. I didn't really care what was going
Mhm.
on story wise. But as I got older, I started to realize why these heroes do what they do.
Hmm.
And that really drove me to become the person that I am today, I feel. Because I look at these shows and not only do I appreciate the graphics of it, the suit design, the storytelling, but I also appreciate the motive behind these heroes. You know, I like to incorporate that in my own life. You know,
Hmm.
I am an aspiring artist. I want to become a performer as I grow up. And one of the biggest reasons why is not money. It's because I want to be that light to people who may just be having a bad day, but when they come to see a performance that I'm a part of, I hope that I can make them happier. You know, and that I can like spread happiness and just have a good time with people, you know?
Hmm.
Like I feel like I've that's my main goal really because growing up I've been shown in these shows that making people happy is the most important thing of all,
Hmm.
you know, and that making people happy will in turn make you happy.
Yeah.
And it's important that these heroes teach that lesson to younger kids because as much as we want to believe it, not many people think this
Give
way.
lesson even to them
They
sometimes
don't listen,
as much as
especially
you
people in
want
this
to.
community that watch these shows religiously. It's a little weird, but
Talk to
it's
them.
fine. They'll get there eventually, I guess. But it's important that they keep driving this lesson forward, emphasizing it forward
Yeah.
to these people, no matter how old you are, because sometimes it's easy to forget. Like a lot of things in life can cloud your judgment, can make you forget that honestly, at the end of the day, as long as you are doing what's right as a person, not being salty or mean or anything like that to anyone who especially doesn't deserve it, I feel like, yeah,
That was a good
it,
day. Hmm.
right.
Hmm.
And these shows are important for that reason, just
Yeah.
alone. That reason alone,
Absolutely.
it's important.
Yeah, and I think that what you kind of were like subject wise talking about with like age and like where people are at different ages, I think can speak to other different parts of the series. Like I thought about some examples like in Revice, there was the whole
Mm,
thing with Icky where his whole character, little trait or little itch was that he would constantly put his nose in other people's business. It wasn't to be nosy. It wasn't to know what they're doing so he can gossip. It was because he's a big brother and he
to
became a big
help.
brother to people he wasn't even related to. Say
Right.
we will about how the show's writing kind of fell apart near the end
Yeah.
and he kind of became not the main character really.
Mhm.
But in general, they did a decent job with him and that whole thing about him. And I think that was a
Right.
really good thing to do to show that you can do good things for people, but you have to find a way to do it where you're not pulling your parts of
Invading their
yourself away.
boundaries.
Exactly. And you're not like leaving time for yourself and stuff like that.
Right, right, right.
The other example I thought about too before, I think it was today I thought about this, is one of my favorite episodes of Ichigo, actually, original 71 Kamen Rider. Can you guys still hear me?
Yeah.
Okay,
Loud
good.
clear.
Sorry. Okay. Sound was a little different. I was like, what's going on? So in Ichigo, there's an episode where the little like Tachibana has his group where he has like the young boys who are like his scouts, right? His like getting the intel
Yeah.
and stuff. And he's talking with them. Hongo, he's like, "Hey, Hongo, I need you to come talk to the boys, blah blah blah." And they say, "Hey, Takeshi Hongo, we know you're a Kamen Rider. Teach us how to do a rider kick." And he goes, basically, he's like, "I could, but you're probably gonna get really badly hurt if you do it. But I'll still teach you if that's what you want." And they're like, "What?" And he's like, essentially like, "Well, I put myself in a lot of danger to keep you guys safe. So like I could show you, but it wouldn't be really right of me to do that because I should be the one out there putting myself in danger, not you guys." And I like that because so often we don't get the child plot integrated well at all in any of these
Mm,
shows, depending on the show. Sometimes we do, like Q Ranger had a full-on Ranger that was. Die Ranger does, some shows do it. But it was a really good, decent way to just be like, let's relax a little bit, kids, and stop trying to hurt yourselves. Because I'm sure that was a complaint from parents at the time, and probably why they made the episode even talk about it.
Yeah.
But it was
It's a
just
good
a
way to
nice simple
address that.
thing. He didn't talk down to them like, shut up, don't get away from me, or get them in trouble. He was just like, I could, but you're probably going to get hurt if you do it, but you still want to learn, he was still
He's being honest and straightforward because let's be honest,
exactly, and
not
still willing to
everybody
be on the
can do a rider kick.
Exactly.
You're gonna kick yourself if you do
Right.
that. But I think the main point of him saying look, you don't need to know how to do a rider kick is him saying there are other ways to help without hurting others.
That's what he goes
the
into
hurting to
talking
me.
about, yep.
That's what I could do because I have this very shiny special belt that can protect me half of the time. But you can't do that, So
you guys
here's
get
some
intel
other
for me.
ways.
You work with Mr. Tachibana. You have really important roles too. It's not, you don't have to be out there trying to rider kick with me. It's not going to happen. Now, if you get kidnapped, turned to a cyborg, I can't stop that. But
if you get mind controlled and there's no way to break the curse besides kicking the shit out of you, look, it's not personal. Just know that
I will kick a child.
I didn't want to kick the child. They were
needed
it was
to
between
kick
that
the
and
child.
saving the world.
Right.
man.
Anyway, and how up to date are you with Geets and Christian?
I am as up to date as I physically can be. I didn't realize.
He was on our flight last week. Remember, because we fly back and forth to see it.
Oh
in person there, so
you were in first class.
Yeah.
You walked past.
Remember? Because we watched it in Japan.
You walked past us. We were in
legally
economy,
watch it.
and
We
you were
would
like,
never
"Who are these
dream of
people? I don't
watching it
know
in
these
any
people."
other maybe illegal way at all.
Oh yeah.
No,
That's how.
no.
Yeah. I caught it on.
That's how the whole
plane.
fandom watches an episode.
Yeah,
Until
no,
Toy starts to release more media over here. But
Yeah.
until then,
God forbid. I mean, what an idea.
man.
Now.
I mentioned Geets because there was an episode recently, the debut of Boost Mark 2.
Yeah.
Spoilers. Where the kid was like, "Hey, my mom's sick, and I want to." What was the kid saying again? He was saying how he wanted to protect. He wanted to get the bell from the demon.
Yeah. It's like
There was
it's a
the
cultural
trial. There was a
festival type thing.
Yeah. And he wanted to do that, hoping it would make her proud of him because she was, as far as he knew at that time, sick and a coma, and he thought she was out of commission basically. And
I think getting the bell grants
was
a
a
wish
prize.
or something.
Yeah, that's what I think was going on. I think there's a prize,
which is a nice
money.
mirror to the JGP stuff. So yes, continue.
Yeah. And I bring this episode I bring this episode up because it's similar to what you were just talking about with the kid asking how to learn how to do a rider kick. This kid wanted to protect his mom, and Geets is like, dude, as long as you're brave, you'll make her proud.
Yeah, as long as you're brave
don't
and
ask me why I'm
breathing,
holding
she's
this
gonna
up.
be. You will.
You will make her proud. Oh man, no, yeah. I wish I knew exactly what happened with that episode. I kind of forgot a little bit.
He ends up in the second part
similar.
of it. The mom is actually okay, and she surprises him. She's part of the festival, and he doesn't know. And she kind of surprises him, and that's he's really happy about that. But he is brave. He does get the bell, and he is brave and everything.
Geets told him something though. Ace did tell him something that's related to this. It was like, I'm about to pull up the episode. I mean, I'm about to go to Japan and watch the episode again on TV.
Oh, shit. You guys hear the engine taking off? Oh my god!
Oh my God, what?
My ticket. I need to go.
You guys feel that turbulence?
Oh my God!
we're like
Oh.
shaking.
Oh, no.
Oh man, no, but yeah, Geets just told him to be brave, and that's another example of how these heroes are teaching kids, just go for it, do what you want to do, don't be scared. It's great. We love it. We love Geets for that, and we love Kamen Rider, Super Sentai, Power Rangers, Ultraman. We love all these shows for that reason alone, And besides kicking ass and being the coolest with their suits, they are full of heart. They have a heart full of gold when it comes to the people that they protect, really. And yeah, I hope that more generations find these shows and learn from these shows as well. As long as there's a strong moral lesson in these shows, I feel like that's why it's going to continue to do so well.
Oh my
Yeah,
God!
man.
Quick segue, just real quick. Can we just talk about?
Oh, we got
this?
Megan.
How's it going?
Hey
First thing,
guys,
happy Good
how's it
Friday.
going?
Second at 23 episodes of Rita Soldier. Holy moly. Totally grateful for you guys recommending me this show. Hope to finish it.
You're halfway there. You're halfway
yeah.
there. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in today, and thank you for letting us know about how your Real Soldier binge is going.
Yes.
I wish someone would let us know how their SPD watch is going, but it's fine. I guess we'll just wait for that. Anyway,
Kristen's like, huh?
I was like, who? I'm looking back and forth. Like, which one of y'all motherfuckers is it?
No.
They know who they are. Yeah. Anyway, is there anything else you would like to add to this topic, Christian?
No, I think you guys covered it pretty well. It's just like, yeah, society could crumble and like we can forget all religion and all other things. But as long as like Kamen Rider and Super Sentai are still going, I feel like we'll still have like a good moral compass as to like
how
at least we'll have a guide
you know
to like a good moral compass.
Exactly. You don't need the Bible. You don't need scripture. You don't need laws.
What
just
are those
pull up
things?
Kamen Rider.
Superhero time to keep going.
Please. Right. That's what's gonna keep the world together.
It's gonna be a sad day, man.
We worship Hongo himself. Hallowed be his name.
Oh my god. We like pray to like John Toy like every night. That's us praying. I was like about to do a dab. Oh god.
Oh, I was just dabbing too.
Pretend like I did not just do that.
Oh dude, I just did it too. I'm embarrassed. I'm blushing.
That's gonna be the thumbnail.
Oh no.
No. Alright. And you better believe that I'm gonna put your video in the description.
Yes,
so whoever wants to go watch that, check
Which
down
better
below.
be everybody or else you're a bitch. Anyway.
Thanks, man.
So.
For legal reasons, I was a joke. I'm kidding.
For legal reasons.
So yeah.
So
now.
The last little thing before we go to the next topic. Hold on.
Yeah.
Okay. So the one thing that encapsulates all of this is that at the heart of Rider in general, it's all about like they usually have some awful thing that happens to them and they want to do what they can to make sure nobody else experiences that. I love that. Not in every season, but I love it when we get it, right? Like Ichigo does it a few other seasons. The other cool thing and awesome thing too is when those hurricanes and stuff, tsunamis happened in 2011 around the time of Gokaiger, the two things that were standing, like Christian was just talking about, was the Kamen Rider Ichigo statue and the Akka Ranger statue. Both of those were undamaged at all. Things around them completely collapsed to the ground. Those statues were fine.
Yeah.
Were completely fine, not even damaged.
Shit like that's how I know God exists, man. It's crazy.
Bro, did I miss something? Like, how did I not know about these statues?
Not to mention that in Gokaiger, behind the scenes wise, they had like a set number of people they were trying to get to come back for cameos and whatever. Then the tsunamis hit, sent out a letter to all the people that they could, if anybody had a role, said, hey, we protect smiles. We got to help people. It's an awful time right now. All this misery. Do what we can to be a part of this. Can you do it? Literally at that time, if you watch Gokaiger, every single fucking season up to that point has at least one returning member or more. Some gets a full team.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
If they don't do it in the show, they do it in like movies and stuff like that. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah,
but it gets the representation.
They fit it in.
God
so, I just learned that there's apparently Ichigo statues in Japan.
Yeah, man.
I didn't know about that. Yeah. Wait,
at first I only heard about the Ichigo one. And then I heard that the Akka Ranger one was also completely undamaged. Yep.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. They don't talk about the Akka Ranger one as much. They talk about the Ichigo one a lot though. Yeah.
Well, the more you know, and I'm glad that it managed to stay fun.
What's up, dude?
Oh, the immortal Red Fox decided to show up.
Look at this man. Oh my goodness!
And you know we got a rep.
NY representation, my man.
Right. All right, so now we're gonna get into our favorite first episodes. Look, a lot of these series, they're amazing, and I think what really like jumpstarts that road of just craziness and fun and, like we said, good moral lessons is these first episodes. And honestly, I can think of a couple that had a really strong episode. But let's start with you, Christian. Like, what was your favorite first episode?
Doesn't matter what it is. You can have multiple examples.
I was gonna say it takes a lot for me to like first episodes. Typically, I think
because you're just starting like the new show.
Yeah,
like, for me too. Like I gotta like warm up to it a little bit.
Yeah, they're typically
the first few.
In my opinion, they're very like clunky, and they don't like they try to introduce a lot in like toy wise and just character wise. There's a whole lot going on.
Yeah.
Wait, these
Stand
aren't
up.
22-minute toy commercials. How dare you?
Wait a minute.
Hey,
So yeah, they have a
never.
lot to do. So when they do it right, it's great. Like
You said do.
It's a
When
doo-doo.
when they shit it right,
He gets off.
listen, like what is it? Kuga is a really good example. Just those first few minutes of him like talking to that kid, I made sure to talk about that in the video. That's a really strong moment immediately, and they
Probably
pull-
some of the strongest acting in the entire franchise.
yeah,
Continue.
man, and they homage that a lot. Like in Gaim, one of the first scenes is him talking to a little kid, same like with Kuga.
Yeah.
Like that's just it's really like he's talking to you. You know what I mean? And they film it that way. Where it's his perspective, and he's like, "Hey, what's up? I'm the dude. I'm here to protect your smile.
Yeah,
And
I'm built different.
I'm built different, and yeah, let's just go with
I'll
it."
be your pilot for this season. Let's
Yeah,
go.
man.
If you want a successful season,
literally-
get your main writer talking to a kid, and boom.
Well, I
You
think
have
that's a
strong
good.
48 episodes.
Yeah, right. I think that's a good, strong point to have for a writer season because you gotta get them latched onto that main writer right away. Because, like, for me with like 01, I was pretty much with Naruto. It's not my example, but I was way more of a Fuwa stan than I was anything else throughout the whole
Same.
show.
Oh, a fool.
Same.
So it didn't really work too well for me in
Same.
01. But for the most part, yes, yeah, no, absolutely. Kuga's is absolutely
is perfect.
Keep cooking. Go ahead, buddy. Keep cooking, Christian.
I'm trying to think of other ones, man. I
Any
think
Sentai
Kuga's
ones?
Sentai. I would probably have to say like immediately off the top of my head, Shinkengers is really
Yes.
good, but not
That's a
for
good
like
one.
the reasons we're talking
You
about.
should really watch Shinkenger since that was the first Power Rangers season you watched.
Okay, guys, wait. Don't. Okay, wait. So, like, I've been kind of watching a little bit of Samurai recently.
Mm-hmm.
Frankie.
That's fine.
No,
Oh.
I'm not.
It's okay.
I'm.
Kristen, it's okay.
No, it's okay.
So what you're saying, like, no, don't be ashamed.
Like, listen, no, seriously, man. If you like
No.
Samurai, who gives a fuck? Like Samurai. I don't
No,
care.
no. I'm not watching it necessarily because I adore the show. Not that I hate it necessarily either, but I'm watching it because I'm trying to like get that nostalgia
Yeah.
from watching Samurai. Like I mentioned before, Samurai was my first introduction to Tokusatsu. Period.
Yeah.
And for a while now, like that was my show. Like I was turning on Samurai and I was enjoying it. So I was watching it recently because it's on YouTube now. Just like watching the episodes. I mean, they're a little more corny than I remember, but it's definitely
It's kind of hard to find that actual first episode.
Enjoyable.
You know what happened with that, right?
Oh yeah.
So when it aired it out of order. So the first episode that aired wasn't the
I
first
remember.
episode.
Yeah.
I remember being a little kid and being so confused because I was like, I remember being hyped. I was like,
It was called
11?
The Team Combines or the Team Gathers or whatever.
yeah. It was.
Was
I
it that
so
episode where
confused.
Jaden's on a horse, like recruiting people?
No,
Yeah.
that is the first
That's
episode, but it's not
supposed to
the
be.
one that they showed first.
Okay, yeah. I think I know what you're talking about. Even when I was a kid, like I was a little confused at first. I'm like, wait. Like we see like the first episode that did air, and then the actual first episode comes out, and it's like, wait, what?
Yeah.
What's going on again? Yeah, no. But I mentioned Shinkenger, Samurai, because I'm thinking of getting into Shinkenger. In fact, I might even make a Shinkenger red helmet.
Yes.
Maybe.
Yes. Shinkenger is so strong. But go ahead, Christian. What's about that first episode of Shinkenger?
No, I want to hear more about the
tasty?
Shinkenger red helmet.
Right?
Is it
Oh,
just-
kind of like this helmet up here he made for you.
Oh shit!
Guys. No,
Oh my
this is-
god!
this is
Did you
not
make that? Can you make helmets like that?
It's not the
that's
same
sick.
way that
In
like
fact-
Stick does. It's with
Yeah.
different materials, but dude,
Listen, man, that it's a talent. It's a talent I wish I had.
and it
That's sick.
fits my big ass head. That's the
Oh,
important
dude,
thing.
I like that.
I'll be right
that's
there,
sick.
bro.
It's fun. It's
See,
fun.
see,
I like that. I like that.
it's all made out of like evil foam, so it's super
Mm-hmm.
soft and like comfortable. Honestly, I wore it
I'm
to
not
like
sure
a
if I
work
wanna
thing because
share
it was
this
like,
with y'all
oh,
yet.
we want to wear costumes, blah blah blah, and I wore a full Rita Soldier Red thing and that helmet. I wouldn't want to take it off. I was that comfortable. I was,
Oh,
it was so
really?
good.
Your Re Soldier Red cosplay was amazing.
Thanks, man. Oh,
You know what? I'm not.
getting-
I'm
we
not. No.
Frankie. No. Okay.
We're saving that. We're saving that for another day. But I am
Okay.
working on something. Something's cooking. Something's
That's
on the
sweet.
stove.
No, that's sick, dude. Like, It's funny that you actually pulled up that helmet because like kind of like how Samurai is like your Mighty Morphin. You know what I mean? Where it's like that show that you don't really, but you
That
have a lot of
introduced
nostalgia
you.
for it.
Yeah,
Right.
Like that Dino Thunder is my Mighty Morphin. So
sure.
like the way
Wow.
you feel about Samurai, I feel about Dino Thunder,
I would
and
like
that
to claim
motherfucker
that
is
as
my
mine.
Tommy Oliver. So it's like it's actually sick that you pulled that out.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
boy.
I
Yeah,
had to get
no,
his
As his
helmet. It
father
was so
asked
fun.
Tommy Oliver in that
And
season.
that was my original like the template itself. Like besides the base helmet, everything else was sketched by me.
oh, that's sick.
So
That's
it
sick.
it feels more personalized to me because I'm the one that like made the
Yeah,
bird. I'm the one that made the eyes. You know, I didn't
yeah.
find a YouTube tutorial to make that because all the other helmets I make are me following a YouTube tutorial, but I add a
Mhm.
little bit of a flair to
No,
the
that's sick.
helmets that I make.
That's sick. That's awesome,
Yeah.
dude. I love that. I wish I had that talent. But back to like main episode, like first episodes and shit. Now that you give me a little time to think,
Mhm.
uh, Gokaiger has a really good one.
Hell yeah,
Mhm.
dude.
Gokaiger has a really good
God
one.
damn it, I knew you had fucking taste, Christian.
Dude, I'm
Oh my
telling you,
god.
Gokaiger
You're
was
like,
like my
Dude.
first real like samurai. Okay, so Shinkenger was my first like Sentai. Gokaiger was the first Sentai I watched week to week.
mm.
Aha.
Um,
Hell yeah.
and
Kyoryuger for me,
so
but okay.
yeah, and so I'm sitting there, and it's like these motherfuckers just show up, and they do the damn thing, and they kind of it sets them on a path. Not so much really introduce. They're not introduced as like these beacons of light, kind of like Kuga is, but it sort of sets them on a path of like learning about like the Earth and like its
Mm-hmm.
culture and like specifically Super Sentai, obviously, and sort of it starts them in a good place of like where they're going to go.
Yeah, because they're like
Not to mention
caught
it
guard
has
as fuck that the people are like so into it. Like, oh my god, it's the Go Rangers. Like, what
yeah,
the fuck are you talking about?
yeah, no,
They like
it's
don't
sick.
give a
Where are
shit.
they? Oh man.
Whatever, nerd.
Not to mention it's just one of the best fight scenes. Period. Like that first episode fight scene in Gokaiger is one of the best.
Mm,
The best.
It's criminal that I haven't watched it. I'm doing that after this stream.
do
I'm doing
it,
it.
dude.
I am.
It's
No, I
a
am.
good one.
Hold my word to it. I'm gonna make a tweet about it.
It's a good one,
I'm gonna
man.
tag you. I'm gonna tag you too.
My
Be
man.
like, yeah, that was the best scene ever.
Yeah.
Oh man. What about you,
Nice.
Zach? I feel like he took your Gokaiger.
No, you're good. No. I actually
Oh
didn't.
really?
No, you're
No,
good.
no, no.
Okay.
Well,
Um,
what's
for
up? What's up?
me, the one that comes to mind right away for Ryder, I gotta think a little bit with this one. Probably, if it's hard for me to do this because of the ADHD brain. So it's like if we're talking about recent, then it's like Geets' first episode was pretty dang awesome and pretty kick ass. You know, it
Mhm.
shows off a lot about what we're getting with the show without giving you
Mhm.
too much. And you know, he has his little moments with the characters, and he talks and we get a little bit about who Ace is. At the time, I thought, who the fuck is he? A fucking butler? Like, why is he Henshin posting like like he is? But now we know there's a lot more than that.
Butler.
Maybe in a different
Yeah.
life, right? But no, that was a really good one. But for me, as far as one I've watched that's been out for a while, Build has a really good first episode. I really
Yeah.
like the setup for it.
Oh my god,
Getting
yes.
into Banjo thrown into it as well with his dirty ass shirt, which you can get Pete Brandeis $65. What
can.
the
You
fuck?
65. You said $65.
Yep, they released
Yeah.
that was when that
That's
was the
so
start,
cheap.
which was pretty early on of me going, what the hell's going on here, Pete Van Dyke? And then it just didn't stop. They just kept going.
Oh my god, can we just make like a quick little like side note about how these like King Oger costumes cost
What
like a
the
whole arm and a leg?
Did you see this? Christian? The
Yeah, dude.
costumes? Did it break your heart?
They
Were you gonna cosplay?
are expensive.
They're always expensive, dude. They're
No,
always
but they're
super-
especially expensive, and I get it because their costumes this time around is
Yeah.
regal, literally.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. Those I'm not wearing Yama. There's no amount of money you would have to pay me to wear Yanma's pants, man. That shit. I'm
Those
good.
pants. And you know what? I'm more pissed off myself, dude. Speaking about him, what the fuck they do to my boy's jacket? They're trying to suggest to me to fucking buying that shit. That's not his fucking jacket from the show. Don't even.
Oh really? I didn't give him a good hard look. I'm not gonna
It's
lie
not
to
even
you.
close.
I
was watching
haven't
Top Stream
seen
and
the
he was looking
jacket
at it
yet.
in depth. I'm like, that's not his fucking. Even he was like, this isn't his jacket. What the hell?
the actors
Oh,
looking.
look
Look who decided to show up.
Did you have
Oh,
time
what's
to
that?
do this when you with all your rewatches there?
Hey man, how you doing? And you already know. You already know.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, sorry to interrupt you.
You're good. So Build has a really good first episode. Nice setup for Sento as a character. It sets a lot of things in motion, a lot of mysteries of what's going on. Everything about the about Bloodstalk and what's going on with him, Night Rogue, things with him.
Build is such a good example.
It's just a great. It just makes me want to
my
rewatch
God,
it again.
It's
honestly,
so good.
thinking about it,
I want to watch Build again. I do. I do want to watch Build again.
So,
It was good.
and I do apologize talking funny at all. I'm in the middle of getting rid of a disgusting, like, black plague, cough, phlegmy garbage out of my system, so I do apologize for that. But anyway.
Zach, suck it up.
All right, fine. There we go.
All right. No,
You came to do a
they
job.
didn't come for an ASMR.
What was that, Kristen?
You came to do your job.
Right.
No excuses.
No, right. He gets it. Right. Oh, man. Build is such a good example.
I think I again have like a dual example, which is King Ogers was absolutely fucking spectacular, and I'm just like Christian. First episodes normally are not my favorite because it takes, 5 episodes, 6 episodes out of the team
To really get it, to like absorb it.
Yeah,
right.
especially Sentai. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
So that was a really good one, but it's for me my favorite of all time for Sentai is Kyoryugers. I'm the number one biggest, gigantic, ridiculous, psychopathic verging on fan of Kyoryuger. I love that season and its stupid, dumb gun over. Would see this over here?
Yeah.
This giant ass thing you could beat someone to death
Oh,
with, dude. Oh my god, I love it. And when they announced Dino Charge, I'm like, yeah, I'm not biased at all, but fuck yeah.
Can I just say that I'm sorry to cut you off again. God.
Good, go.
But I really did want to save the Downward Charge Morpher so bad. Sorry. When I was younger, but it's gone now. It's gone.
It's a fucking letdown, let me tell you. Before I
It
knew you
is,
could
but I
actually
would have
get this
painted it.
shit, I didn't know.
I would have painted it.
That, I was not enlightened to being able to, send my whole entire bank account information over to Japan, basically, at this point. And so I got the Down Charge Morpher. It's the dinkiest shit ever, and I tried to paint it. I don't know what the fuck I was doing, so it looked like garbage. And it like kind of played the sounds, but not really. So I as soon as I could, I found eventually could buy this shit. I figured out the ways, right? I was taught the way, and I got my Goblin Revolver. I got it in hand. I was like, I literally walked outside and threw the Dino Charge Morpher.
You're like that Andy from Toy Story meme. I don't want to play with you anymore. And then you just.
It's just such a unique season, and the first episode gives you everything of a nice first taste of that. The goofy ass samba music for some fucking reason, and the dancing to transform. So many people are like, seriously, why are they dancing? This is so stupid. Really? Are we gonna talk semantics about a Japanese superhero television show for children? Okay, cool. Anyway, I also really like
dinosaurs.
Thank you.
Come on, man.
God damn it.
Come on.
Let's
be
dinosaurs
real for a minute.
Colors. What? Anyway, so can't ask them now, they're dead. Anyway, too soon.
Wait a minute. I'm reading what Meta is saying in the comments. Hold on.
Listen, I live with Catholic parents. I'm forced against my will to be a holy child. What did y'all say? Did y'all talk shit?
Anyway, moving on to my favorites. We love you. Okay, so for me, when I was thinking about what's a pilot that really hooked me in? You know what the
Amelia
first season
Earhart.
was?
Oh, episode. Sorry.
Oh, she's a good one, dude.
Oh, no, wait a minute. What? That caught me off guard. I'm like, wait.
Amelia Earhart, the Red Baron, a couple others.
You know what? Yeah, Amelia Earhart is my favorite pilot. Oh, all right. So thank you so much for watching the episode. No, I was so confused. I'm like, wait, Amelia Earhart. All right. So my first favorite, not first. Sorry. What's going on with Calvin? I can't even see the comments sometimes because I move the camera a bit. Pilot. I mean, that's what I'm saying. What are they? What are they saying? So, Zenkaiger. Zenkaiger's first episode. Ooh.
And they got Amelia Earhart to do the voice of the gun.
Please.
I did find out the Gertlinger voice is a woman.
Really?
I'm not surprised.
Also,
I'm not
wait,
surprised.
while it gets bigger than this, and this is my payback to you for cutting me. I don't really care that you cut me off. It happens all day, every day of my life. The voice for that, also for the Gertlinger, is the fucking announcer voice in Tekken 8. I'm not even kidding you.
Mm.
So it's getting all fucking goofy and like, Tekken, hey. I'm like, excuse me, Gertlinger, you were speaking English and I don't feel comfortable. No, stop.
You don't feel comfortable with people
Not
from
okay.
Japan speaking
Okay.
English?
Continue. No, that's not.
Problematic.
Oh my god, Christian, he's trying to
Guys,
Christian, he's
get him,
trying to
get
cancel
him,
me.
guys.
I'm gonna throw him out.
Oh my god.
Might need a new white boy. I'm just saying, man.
Christian, you might need to be my new co-host after this one.
No, you can't give him control of two awesome podcasts.
We're doing wife swap.
He just might.
fucking.
Nah, man, because that means
He
you
did
get
not
runaway.
just say that. I can't. Look, so Zenkaiger was great because it introduced a whole world of, well, what would you call Kaito's world? Like, I know it kind of got merged with the Kikainoi world, but
I don't ever say what it is.
they showed off what Earth is like. Oh, amazing. But then they also showed off what it was like to have the Kikainois be there. And kind of like the friction that these two species had with each other. And when we got to being introduced to Juron, his excuse me, he ooh, I gotta take a breath. That American Heart stuff really like winded me. When Juron meets these other guys, and then they're like, "No, you can't be here because you're a Kikainoid. Ew, gross, stinky." He's like, damn. No, or is that what happened? Oh,
Pretty
God.
much. Yeah,
Oh,
no.
God.
He's so my man
Okay.
Juron is vibing on the beach, dancing
Vibing
like
on the
fucking
beach.
Michael Jackson, because
Right.
like you do, fucking robots. Why not? And it's when they see that the attack is happening. He like moves or something and kind of like moves a rock or does some kind of physical action, and they think it's towards them, and he wasn't doing that. Then they're scared.
Okay, yeah, that's what happened. Okay, I was just.
But he
thinking
gets his
out of my ass
comeuppance
then.
because that is a great first episode, especially when he gets to just fucking blast the dude as he's trying to talk. Like he blasts a fucking henchman while the general's trying to talk. Is my favorite thing.
It was funny. It
favorite
set the
thing.
tone for the series perfectly. We got to meet Kaito, which is iconic, and he even, continuing to be iconic in Dawn Brothers. Like just the whole storyline with his parents being gone, and then Kikaitopia being like, things were in shambles, but we still got to meet these characters. We still got to understand like the villains and what's going on, these gears. And I don't know, like for like an amazing season like Zenkaiger, they had a really strong first episode. And I remember saying this when it first aired in another podcast. Oh my god. Don't slip my mind now. Don't slip my mind. Toku. It's because they changed their name. Oh my god, don't hate me. Look,
You want to talk about wife
No.
swap now?
No. The Ranger Kickback.
Oh,
Don't hate me.
I've heard of them.
Don't hate me. All right, yeah. So that's where I was talking about that with Zenkaiger. It was great.
yeah. I watched that first episode, if I remember right, 4 times raw before it ever came out in subtitles, and then another 3 times again once it was in subtitles.
Zach, you're just raw dogging these episodes?
I was going to say 4 times raw.
Oof.
I don't even know what
I was about
do.
to say something. Let me keep that to myself.
It hurts.
It hurt.
Stop! No.
You might need to be my new host.
You would think by time 4 you'd be like good. You know what I mean? In terms of like.
Listen,
Okay.
Christian.
Okay.
I was already in it, and I needed it.
You were already
in it. Okay.
And then it
All
did the
right.
same to my bank account, clearly with the memorial fucking Gertlinger behind me.
Which is so beautiful. Oh my god, I love it. I love the memorial.
Wait,
Gertlinger.
hold on.
So cute.
There's a beautiful
So
thing
cute.
with the directions for it. So it came and it clearly everything's in Japanese. Duh, of course it is. So they
You
give the
rather
directions.
Japanese people speak English?
I hate you.
Remember that?
Listen,
You'd rather have a
Yes.
Japanese person read it to him, like
Right. No, but they need to do it in English.
They need to do it in English.
God, say it so I can understand it. Anyway, so I sent an image to. I was like, "Hey, blah blah blah," and I was sending pictures to Frankie of the Gertlinger and of the box and the artwork and some of the directions. And my man tried to fucking Google Lens translate it.
Right.
Mm-mm.
Do I still have that photo?
What was the one thing? It was like
It was like
something about couch maybe or. What
I'm
was
getting
that
it.
shit?
I'm getting it. Hold on.
Yes. Bring it up. Bring up the receipts.
Oh, I got it. I'm surprised that I got it this quickly. All right,
Damn.
here. Let me.
It was a while back too.
Yeah, no. Here, I got you. So here we got it, and then it's like, where is it? It said something along the lines
What
of,
about a couch?
yeah,
Please
like
do
a
not let the dog
couch.
do something.
Don't give it to a pair. Duh.
It is made into a product. There is a risk of please don't take. Also,
Oh, it might be up here or like something like that.
yeah, something was like, please do not couch. I was like, what? What are you
Yeah.
talking about? And it was
Oh,
so,
here it is. Here it is.
please do not sofa.
Please,
Please
do not sofa.
I mean,
Guys,
yeah.
please do
don't.
not sofa. I have. Do not, please. They're begging. They're begging you.
Jeez.
Don't do it, please. They're like stuttering. I have. Please, not please. Do not, please understand that there may be some
He
please
translates it.
understand that there may be some inconsistent.
Pronunciation or the characteristics of the product. Do not set the center becomes what?
Right.
Listen,
We
man, that's a
love Google.
tale. That's a tale of caution. Do not sofa because
Do
I
not.
have in the
I
past.
have. Do not,
Don't
please.
I have a long history of
Right?
sofa.
Exactly.
Don't do it.
Guys,
I promise
seriously,
you.
no, like
I'm begging
seriously,
you.
children, please try it. There is
Oh.
danger.
Fucking sofa.
Children,
Oh
please
my
try this
god,
thing.
there is danger. Try it. That's him with the rider kick. He's like, try it, kids. Danger. We love that. Please do not sofa. That's
Don't
gonna be in the
fucking
description
sofa.
too.
God damn it. It's the name of
Jesus,
the episode.
how
Don't
dare
fucking
you.
Sofa.
God.
Fucking assholes.
And for me, like for Kamen Rider, I would have to say Build 2. I would have to
Yeah.
say Build 2. Build's introduction was amazing. I love it. I
Seamless
love it.
segue.
I mean, I don't know what else to say. Do not sofa. Children, please try it. It is danger.
Don't sofa on build, bro. Don't do it.
Yeah.
Guys,
Or
don't
maybe
do it.
do.
We're
I don't
warning
know.
you.
I can't
No
control
sofa.
you. Whatever.
No, we will control you. Don't do it. They're begging. Please, no. Do not.
Meta said, look, Meta said, children, please try it. There is danger. Toei Bandai said, fuck these kids.
No, right. Like, imagine that's not like Google messing up the translation and that's just genuinely what they said. Like,
I
you
want
wouldn't
to
know because no one reads
something.
these instructions.
I want to truly understand something. Premium Bandai things, CSM things are great. They're beautiful, awesome. I get it. Very expensive. Is there some kind of fucking market in Japan where these kids' parents are spending billions of yen on these fucking things for them, or is it only for adult collectors?
It's
Because
for
I feel like it's
adults.
not. I feel like
It's
kids
for
are like,
adults.
"Oh,
Why
I
would a
know this thing."
parent buy a CSM like Geertlinger, for example, when it's way too big for their kid? You know, they could just
True.
get the DX, which
True.
is cheaper and
I
which
just,
is literally
I hope
created
there's
for
at
them.
least one smart
It's a
motherfucker
fit
there
for
that's
that.
just like, yeah, mom, no, this is the DX one. Mhm. It is. It
Yeah,
is. Buy
the
it.
DX is that
Please do
expensive.
sofa.
Please sofa danger.
Please sofa.
Please sofa. I beg you.
Mommy, please.
I don't
Mommy.
know. No, yeah, but there's definitely a market for people in Japan. I mean, let's be honest. Like, CSM exists for people in Japan. We just happen to be also be able to order from that
because it's
too.
you don't have a comparison here with things, right? Like to like compare it to where there's like the normal show toys and then this like really intense for I guess like Sideshow collectibles.
I mean,
or like
maybe. I don't know if that graph exists somewhere.
Closest thing you have is like Zap in terms of like our stuff.
Sure. Look at what she
Close,
said.
but
Look
barely.
what Calvin said.
They buy
Buy
the
the
CSM for their child, has a family heirloom for generations to come passed down. I'm telling you, all this, like, I'm keeping this with me for as long as I live. But once I go from this earth, my nephew or my child, someone is gonna take it, and they better keep it in mint condition.
Nah,
I'm gonna
man.
haunt them.
I'm so afraid. I think about it constantly. I'm like, please. I tell everyone, I'm like, please resell it. There is so much money on these shelves. You do not understand. I may not leave you with life insurance. I may not. I may or I may not.
My
But
will.
there is a whole
My
college
will.
tuition on these shelves.
You know what?
Please.
You're right. You're right. Like,
Please.
by the day, they get more and more expensive.
Dude,
And
Especially
every
when
they're
the
gonna be
season's done.
so rare.
especially when the season's done, especially when it's
When
been
plastic
10
is
years,
completely
20
banned,
years.
toys are made from
What
cardboard.
we're trying to say is, family, please do not sofa with the
Please
amount of
don't.
money.
Do not
please,
sofa these.
please do
No.
not.
No,
I beg.
no,
There are
don't.
inconsistent
Don't.
pronunciation. Do not sofa. Someone's gonna
Danger,
tune into
kids.
this
Please
episode and be
try.
like, "What are they talking about? Oh my god! Oh god! All right. Well, I think I think that's enough for this.
Wait, did you have any favorite first Power Ranger episodes or no?
It's been a while. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, I love RPM. I feel like RPM had a really strong episode, first
Yeah.
episode.
Ninja
Yeah.
Storm had a really good one.
That is true. And sort of
Them
Dino
being like
Thunder.
these sort of B grade, like sort of kids with angst. Not kids with angst, but they're like
Fuck ups.
yeah, they're kind of fuck ups. That is really what it is. They're fuck ups, and then they're like they come up late to class, and that's why they're Rangers. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And then they're like, the whole
Listen
bit
here,
about,
kids.
I want an
Be
80s
back.
show where they were on time, and then some random fucking boring ass motherfuckers get to be the Rangers. For the
Oh,
season.
yeah.
Well, look what happened. The principal and one of the teachers were the monsters. So would you really want to show up to school when that's the environment you're learning in?
yeah, no.
She
Toxic
put it on her.
masculinity environment.
I'd like to imagine she put it on her resume just to fuck with people. Like, secretly, a space monster works with a really angry boss, but he's got a heart of gold.
I would definitely hire. I would definitely hire Red on the spot. Man, what else? Jungle Fury, hot topic, apparently to some, but Jungle Furies is that was a good first episode.
It was a good one. It actually is a really good one. The more I think about it, Disney had really good first episodes, like across the board.
Disney,
Disney in general.
They cracked the code, and then somewhere along the way, we lost the paper.
It's weird how it goes from Mystic Force and then it just jumps to RPM. It's weird. There's like no season in between there.
Mystic Force to RPM.
Yeah.
It's Operation Overdrive to RPM. Oh, you mean like?
No, I'm joking because I fucking hate Operation Overdrive and I always will for the rest of my life. So Operation Overdrive killed my fucking family. I don't care. I can't stand this season.
Didn't you just go watch Mario?
I can't.
I'm gonna call Operation Overdrive. Be like, he has a few more. Get them.
I can't with that season.
Get them, Sofa. Get them.
So please do, Sofa.
Oh my god, I'm gonna Sofa myself.
Oh my god. It's okay.
It's getting hard. It's getting hard out here.
Times are tough. Kids, there's danger. Please try.
Please try, kids.
Please try. Whoa.
What is he talking about?
Please try, kids. I'm scared.
Oh god. Okay, I'm gonna end this episode before we say anything else.
No, it's fine. Professionalism is what we do here. You're gonna threaten me with the comb again? You're gonna punch? Yeah.
You
That
better.
wasn't for me, but I know.
Listen, I will comb the fuck out of your hair if you don't listen to me. Wait.
What?
Are you ready?
Police! Police, SPD?
Yeah, maybe SPD.
Yeah. That's what you're calling for. That's what you're calling for, right? SPD. Oh, man. Thank you so much for joining today's episode.
And for Not Sofa. Yes, thank you for being here.
Not
Kristen.
Sofa yet.
Oh, thank
Not
you,
Sofa
guys.
yet. He's
You
going
are
to do
a
it
pro.
later.
And you know what? Whoa. And so, you know what? That Kamen Rider video that you did makes me want you to continue opening your beautiful mouth and letting your beautiful words come out because, man, you got some things to say.
Do it.
You got some shit to say, and I don't want to. You better not stop. Or so.
That means a lot. Thank you. I had a great
No, for
time.
real.
I had a great time
Yeah.
here. Genuinely, like this.
Good.
Thank you guys.
Good, and maybe we'll have to invade your podcast. And,
I would love that.
Call people bitches for not being
Maybe in the
subscribed to you.
future, right? Maybe we'll Sofa there.
Maybe
We'll Sofa.
maybe we'll hop on the sofa over here. And
Oh.
And Raw Dog.
we're not. Whoa. Wait.
I was watching the show.
Fall
without
out my
subtitles.
seat.
I don't know where your mind is, sir. God.
All right, thank you. I definitely want to join your podcast. Maybe not on the sofa, but I definitely want to join your podcast. Man, and yes, please continue to make amazing content. You're growing an audience from it.
Thank
You're
you.
definitely
You guys
going to.
are killing it.
I'm an idiot and a jerk. Runaway Tokusatsu is the name of it. I don't know why I didn't say the name of it. I'm
okay,
the
man.
description along with
I
I'm
don't
the
even
very
worry about it.
sorry. That's
Please.
what it is. It is beautiful and awesome, and I am an asshole for not saying it.
You
so
guys are
I'm
beautiful.
gonna
and
go
awesome.
Sofa.
Stop it. You're okay. Stop it. Stop.
You're beautiful and awesome.
You have a beautiful. I mean, what?
Nah, you're awesome and beautiful and awesome.
I'm like, no,
God.
you're beautiful and awesome.
God, stop trying to make out with me, maybe. I don't know.
Anyway, thank you so much for listening to today's podcast. If you like what you hear or see, whichever platform that you're on, please go ahead and consider subscribing because it helps us out and it will help us make more content like this. And if you have a topic that you want to recommend, you can go ahead and comment that down below in the comment section or on the Twitter account for this account or our individual accounts.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, wait. Hold on. You're so chill. Am I allowed to say that? No, Kelvin.
No, you're not.
What?
No, you're not.
Nah.
That's
Go
offensive.
sofa yourself.
Yeah, that is a sofa.
Oh my god. Like,
Oh, my camera
you like
my
get in
camera
here
died.
and you're like complimenting people. Like, what's wrong with you?
God.
It's never a podcast with me on it if my camera doesn't die.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
No, it's not a podcast episode.
Oh, there
unless
we go.
my
That's Tokusatsu Showdown.
we got the
camera.
different angle.
This is
we got the Squall Charleston over here.
Ooh.
Changing
no,
the camera angle.
Do your best impersonation.
I love your
right now.
sweater,
Go.
by the way.
Do it.
I like your
Thank
sweater.
you. It's a very
so
comfy
cute.
sweater. My hair is a
It
little...
looks comfy. That's why I'm like, damn. Like, I kind of wish I had your sweater
Do
right
your
now.
best
Like,
Squall impression right now. Go.
Best Squall. Hey guys, it's me, Squall Charleston. Today we're going to be talking about Doctor Who or Tokusatsu. Let's talk about it.
That was actually decent.
that was actually kind of good. That was Squall. Is that you?
Dude, I've heard him talk like that. I promise you.
I watched.
He was on the
his
sofa with you.
content.
That's why.
No, I said, Squall, get off the sofa. Get off the sofa.
Squall,
don't.
please do not, please.
It's not sofa today.
Oh my god. What else? Oh yeah, and thank you to the viewers who listen to us on Spotify, Apple, Amazon, and Google.
I guess.
We appreciate you. I guess. No,
we were like,
know.
what else? Oh, the viewers. Wait. Hey guys.
No, it's because I keep getting interrupted for this outro. I'm like forgetting what I say sometimes. I'll create a script. No worries. Oh,
It is
now
the
look.
curse.
Okay, fine then. Wait a minute.
If your camera dies, it's Frankie's fault.
That's messed up.
Mm.
Police.
Please.
Police.
Police! Police!
Oh.
FBI!
FBI.
Police! Oh my god. I can't. Anyway. Thank you for listening. Have a lovely day. And we'll see you next week for episode 28. Alright?
Where we
Bye! Exactly, where we sofa.
We do
Toodles.
sofa.